To back now, looking for it. Perreault hands it off for Guy. Braden Guy, he scores!
Braden Guy lets a shot go from a sharp angle.
Rush comes back up ice. Here's Voight. Voight tries to get a shot off through the legs of Corcoran, and it's in! Up and over Perreault.
DeGursey working his way in the circle. His shot, it's in! McGregor back up top. We're at 5-on-5 here. Reeser scores! Ashton Reeser goes upstairs for the Sarnia Sting.
Alan Letang, the new head coach of the Sarnia Sting. Welcome back to Sarnia. What does an opportunity to be working back in the city you call home and with a former team of yours mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange opportunity. I'm thankful it came up. I'm incredibly thankful that Owen Sound, the understanding that they had as an organization, that it meant a lot to kind of come home and reconnect with my family after COVID. They were unbelievable to me, the way they treated me. It's a great organization. With the opportunity to come back home, like I said, with my family was huge for me. And now I'm here, and I'm excited with Brad Staubitz and Dylan and everyone to kind of change and move this organization in a new direction. We've got a great outlook for changing our culture and putting Sarnia near the top of the OHL for franchises that players want to come to.
Looking ahead to the 2021-22 season, we're well into preseason now. Lots of young players really eager to make an impression, especially after a season loss. Who's impressed you so far?
Yeah, it's a unique situation. Normally you've got just that one round of draft picks coming in that you're trying to evaluate. Where this year we had the two birth years. So it's been a nice change. A welcome change that we're back at the rink all together again. But there is a lot of new faces and a lot of new guys that you're kind of going through and trying to evaluate. We've had a few good young guys that we've drafted come into camp and really surprise us. You look at a guy like Max Nemesnikov, who was our former first round pick. Comes in with high expectations and has a pretty good skill set. Zach Filak is another guy that's come in and he's had a real solid camp. Kind of shown that he's more of a good two-way guy that does a lot of things good on the defensive side as well as the offensive side. We had another kid that was kind of off our radar in Vogelsberg, and he's come in and really, really impressed us and earned some playing time in exhibition, earned himself a contract. So we're excited about our young guys, and myself and Brad are excited to work with them in the next month leading up to the start of the season.
All right, and we'll shift over to the veteran squad now. Of course, Braden Guy, recently appointed captain. What kind of leadership qualities do you see in Braden and some of his fellow older teammates?
Yeah, he's just that guy that's been here, the whole time, commands that respect in the room. The guys really respect him. The guys kind of gravitate to him. So, when he's in that room, he has a presence. He's willing to talk to guys. He helps out the younger guys. On the ice, he exemplifies what we want, right? For hard work, does a lot of the little things. He's a guy that plays up and down our lineup, plays special teams, power play, penalty kill. So we've got a lot of guys that were deserving of it. You look at other guys like Nolan DeGursey, who's been here forever and what he's gone through being a hometown guy. Ryan Mass is another guy. Ashton Reeser. So we've got a lot of veteran presence. It was just Braden Guy was the choice just because of that room presence and everything he brings on the ice for us.
Awesome. Well, you definitely spoke to a lot of the up and coming talent that we can't wait to see. We'll talk a little bit about the forwards and maybe what makes this team so strong up front. Yeah.
It's an exciting group. We're going to be a young group up front. I think we're still trying to find that identity up front, where who we're going to lean on. We're going to be young, so those guys are going to have that time to kind of get to know the league, get to know that time and space is taken away so often, and they're going to have to learn to to fight for that space they have. So, but we've got some guys coming back, right? We've got Voight who's coming back. He's at Leaf Camp right now. He's going to be one of our dynamic players that's going to kind of run our power play, a guy we kind of rely on, in key situations. We've got a Nolan Dan who's coming in and he's looking for kind of a breakout year. He's shown a real nice scoring touch in training camp. So, those expectations for some of those guys are high. I think we're going to be a team that's going to really rely on our four lines and kind of bring goal scoring by committee.
Looking at the defensive core and to the goaltending, can you speak to the strength of the team in those departments?
Yeah, I think that's the strength of our team and our kind of our bread and butter and our nucleus, right? We've got those guys on the back end in Ashton Reeser and Ryan Mast and then Suprikin coming in. Like, they're a good presence. They're guys that can eat a lot of minutes. They play all situations. Dillingham's another guy that's going to take a huge step. He was our fittest guy coming into camp. And, when we can lean on those guys heavily, right, it allows those young guys to come in and transition to get to know the league. So, and then obviously Benny and net. So, when you have a solid decor, you've got great goaltending. Benny's arguably probably top 3 in the league, in my opinion. You can stay in every game. So we'll heavily rely on those guys to eat those big minutes and keep us in games. And then, hopefully our special teams can make a difference, or we can find some guys up front that can score that goal that make the difference for us.